get started. Be mindful of everyone's time. Welcome to the special events team meeting. This is, just to be clear, an administrative function of the City of Boise. We don't make any hard decisions or approvals or denials during these meetings. It's just a great opportunity for event organizers to be in front of all of the different entities that have an interest in special events in the community. I'm Maria Wig with the Office of Community Engagement at the City of Boise, and we will start with introductions. For the folks online, I'll have you introduce yourselves after everyone at the table, but then when we go around for questions, I will call on you at your place where you would normally sit at the table. So we'll start with ACHD.
Tanya Motisi, Ada County Highway District.
Conrad McDaniel, Republic Services.
Vince Vergara, City of Boise Parking.
Dinko Milkovich, Central District Health.
Sierra Padilla Hewitt, downtown Boise.
Summer Altieri, Boise Parks and Rec.
City of Boise Office of Community Engagement.
Jesse Tapper, Boise Fire Prevention.
Taylor Gomez, Boise Police.
Matthew Sly, Boise Police.
Kyle Wills, Boise Police.
Rachel Hubbard, City of Boise Emergency Preparedness.
Kelly Frank, City Clerk's Office.
And Ed.
Ed Graves, Public Works.
Cameo.
Cameo Rogers, Ada County Paramedics.
Great. And Jamie. I think Jamie's just listening. All right, we will start with our one and only event applicant for today, Capital City Public Market. Welcome, Janelle. You can bring your teammates up with you if you'd like.
Oh,
totally up to you. I feel like we might have somebody to meet.
All right, can you hear me? Got my clicker. I am Janelle Miles with the Capital City Public Market, and this is Jason Russell, my soon-to-be replacement for the Capital City Public Market, the new director position. Okay, perfect.
Nice to meet you, Jason. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having us.
I've been saying I was going to leave for like 2 years now, so now it's actually happening this year. I'm very excited. I'll be with them for about a month training, and then I'll help them open up the first market on April 13th. And then I will just slowly back away. Be on call if he needs me. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, now that I'm seeing it with my own eyes, now I believe you.
Yes, I know, right? Now that there's a person selected.
A live body.
Yes. Okay, perfect. We have our favorite picture of the market with the spring blossoms. This year is our 30 years in Boise. All right, for our agenda today, we're just going to go over a little bit about the organization, the event location, dates, and times, the Grove Plaza plus 8th Street site map, the safety, security, medical plan, trash recycling portables, benefits to Boise and the community, and then we'll end with questions, discussion, and comments from the committee. And then I put a little quote on there. It's the harbinger of spring from Maria Wag. All right, about us. This is the 2024 special event application. Our organization is a 501c6 nonprofit organization operated by a member comprised board of directors. Again, my name is Janelle Miles. I am the interim director, and then we have our new executive director here. And we are celebrating 34 years. Our market began in 1994 on the Grove Plaza, moving to Idaho and 8th Street shortly after, there for about 25 years. We have supported over 150 rotating vendors for the last 30 years. Super excited about that. So that's our big marketing event this year, is 30 years in Boise. So event location, dates, and times. This year we will be opening on April 13th. And ending December 21st. So we'll have 37 Saturdays total. The time is going to be 9:30 to 1:30 up until October 12th, when we will do fall hours, switching to 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. all the way into December 21st, which will be our last Saturday. Our operating hours, we arrive there about 5:45, 5:30 in the morning, and then we are totally cleared out by 3 to 4, depending on what happens that day. Our estimated attendance is somewhere between 5,000 to 8,000, depending on the Saturday. Of course, it fluctuates from April, and we get super busy in the summer, and then it kind of comes down during the fall time. For our location this year, we have been working on a few different ideas coming into this meeting, and what we're presenting today is the Grove Plaza, plus our addition to 8th Street between Main and Idaho Street. So we have the map up there for you, the Grove Plaza, which we have been in the last 2 years, so this will be our 3rd year in the Grove Plaza in this configuration. And then we have the new addition on 8th Street, of course, and we have 19 booths that will be lined up there. They will go across the Zions building up to the Ruth Chris patio, break there and go to the other side of the street to leave some room for the patio. And there will be access for fire there. So with both combined, we have about 119 booth spaces available. We will be using the north spoke, south spoke. The west spoke is open for the entrances. And then of course, 8th Street, like we talked about. We will have 3 reserved parking spots on 9th Street for the loading zone, those that have all been scheduled and reserved. There will be no road closures presented at this time. We are working on some other ideas possibly for the summer, but we will talk about those in the future as we come to them. For right now, we will be opening the market on the Grove Plaza and 8th Street. So for loading and unloading, I just kind of blew up the picture of 8th Street a little bit more so you can see it better. 8th Street loading will be all walk-on only. So vendors will park in the parking garage. They will use the elevator to get down, come out where the escalators are at, and then they will cart into 8th Street. We have quite a few vendors that are able to put their items in wagons and just go back and forth and get in and out of there. So that is the loading strategy for 8th Street. We will return with our loading strategy for the Grove Plaza, which is the staggered group times to kind of ease the congestion. We have 3 groups, one with the trailers and the loading. We have the mid group, and then we have our fast people that can come in, drop, and then get on out of there. Our major loading rules, you can say, are just never block the flow of traffic. They come down the west spoke, they take a right, they go around the circle, and then back out the same way. Vendors cannot park on 9th Street or Main Street to do their unloading unless they're in the loading zone spots. If they miss their loading times, we close up the Grove, so then they have to walk in after 8:15. And then lastly, they have to drive slow at all times. Just some rules and regulations about the surrounding streets. 9th Street, we just want to make it super clear that our vendors will not be parking in the areas by the Grove Plaza there on 9th Street, and that they will keep that area completely clear. Same goes for Main Street, where the buses and the valet station are at. Our vendors will not park there for loading at all, and those will also remain clear. So we have our safety security plan for emergency services. All emergency services can access the footprint through the west spoke on 9th Street. They can come directly into the Center Grove where that yellow bar is located. I think last year we had 2 events where paramedics were on site, and they actually parked on Main Street where the buses were and came in from that side. So we have had some experience with emergency services being called, and they were able to access the incident and then able to get the client back to the paramedics safely. And then we have our medical incident plan that was sent over to Rachel. Last, the most important, trash recycling and portables. We will, of course, have our dumpster behind the Sona building, which has been scheduled and will arrive in a few weeks. And then we have our trash bins that we supplement into the Grove Plaza. There's already 7 permanent trash bags there and recycling. And then what we do is we double bag all the trashes at the beginning of the market, and then we leave them with empty trash cans at the end. And then we supplement with 6 additional trash cans and recycling cans. The recycling bins there that you can see with the 3 additional, 3 permanent. We've got our dumpster for our trash, and then we use the recycling dumpster behind the Sona building as well. Vendors pack in, pack out their trash, and we have a low waste guide provided by the city that we train them on coming up at the end of March. For restrooms, we have 2 ADA restrooms, which are serviced by the city that are on site at the Grove Plaza. And then we have 2 additional portables that are delivered that morning, and they will be removed by the end of the day. So we don't run into any issues like we did last year with the portables being tipped. So just the fun stuff, we got some marketing. Our downtown banners went up last year. The DBA is going to be putting those back up again for us this year around downtown. We have plenty of A-frames that go up on our event days. We have about 20, probably closer to 25 to 30 A-frames this year. Those all go up Saturday morning and then get torn down on Saturday afternoon, so they don't get left out. If they do, just let us know and we will collect them. I have them all numbered, so they're easier to track down now. And then for parking, for people to get downtown, if they visit our website, we have places to show them where they can park. There are several parking garages and areas, so we try to give them the information they need before they come down to the market. All right, benefits to downtown Boise and community. This slide is back from last year, so a lot of you have already seen it. I'll just touch on a few items. Economic and business development. Our market's a big supporter of business in downtown. That's a big item for us, that the downtown businesses are supported by the people that we bring, and we're supported by the downtown businesses, and it's a symbiotic relationship that we have down there. Most of our attendees are tourists, or I guess half would be tourists and half are local residents. So a lot of tourism happening downtown. We have the SNAP EBT double food bucks as part of our programs. For the community, we're a small business incubator with all of our small businesses. We're a great place for people to start a business and to learn those lessons of the first couple of years. And then we hope that people graduate out of the market and either get a brick and mortar, or they're just so successful they don't need the market anymore. That's our success stories. Producers connecting to the consumer. So all of our items, all of our vendors are Idaho producers. So all of their crafts and their items are made here in Idaho. And we pride ourselves on connecting consumers directly with producers. And then of course, arts and creativity and our local vibrant flavor that we have here in Boise. All right, that's it for my presentation. Any questions that you guys have, any discussion? This was from last year when Mayor came down to ring the bell. And we are all finished with the presentation. So I'll
She'll
open
be
it up
so
to you
happy
guys.
not to have that knee brace this year.
I
I have totally forgotten about that. I'm having a little PTSD. Thank you so much. And thanks for
Yeah.
presenting an adjusted footprint. I know we are, there's a lot of competition right now downtown for street space. And so we're asking a lot of patience from the community as we get through some geothermal work and some road work and some construction, and looking forward to being able to talk about potential expansion in the summer if
Yes.
we're at a place where downtown is a little bit less congested. So just know that that's still on the table, and we'll talk about it as we get a little bit closer to summer. So let's start with ACHD.
Nothing from me at this time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everything you said checked out for trash and recycling. I'm good at this point. Everything work all right for you last year? Or
Yep.
Any questions? Okay.
No? We just
I
do it.
jumped out of order again.
No, that's
Sorry.
okay. I was like, best laid plans. Ed, please.
Sweet. Yeah. Sorry, Conrad. I'll be quick. Yeah. Congrats on you moving on, and then welcome to the show of special events. Just quickly, do you have enough like extra supplemental trash boxes or containers?
Yes, we have the big plastic canisters. So
Okay.
we have probably about a dozen in our storage, and then I'll bring out 6 to 8 for.
Okay, perfect. And are those usually, signed appropriately so the attendees like can quickly see what's recycling and what's trash?
I have the signs that you provided. I have those.
Okay.
printed.
Okay, perfect. And then yes, thank you very much for including that vendor low waste guide in your training. I really appreciate that, and hopefully the vendors are learning something and can take that with them forward. But yeah, I'm actually all good. So again, congrats, and that's all I've got today. Thank you.
Janelle, thank you for
Hey.
working with me to get the parking that we need. We have your schedule from the start to the end dates and the location secure, so we're good to go. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for the presentation. I apologize for being late. Valley Regional Transit is good. We have already approved it, so have a good market season.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. We've received your notification of event, list of vendors. You're good to go there. You've been actively communicating with us. Thank you very much. If there's any food vendors that have yet to submit the temporary event application, please just advise them to do that at their earliest convenience. And then just an FYI, some of the vendors might be hesitant to submit the temporary event application because they have a cottage food form on file. please just let them know that they still need to submit the temporary event
Okay.
application. So-
Yeah, I have been telling people just go ahead and submit it. And if they don't need it, then they'll make a note across the front of it. And then that's a good document for me to have.
Okay, awesome. And there's no fee to just submit the application. So
Yep.
thank you guys so much.
Howdy. Great presentation. Nice to meet you, Jason. I have a couple different questions from different parties, so bear with me. Thanks for being proactive with the neighborhood notifications. I took a look last night. There's just a couple extra folks to grab for that. And then if there is an expansion later in the summer, we can reevaluate. From our downtown maintenance team, do you guys have a plan on the bollards on 8th Street, or have you reached out to them about that?
They will just stay and they won't have to come up or down. And
Okay.
then our people will just walk in.
Okay,
That, yeah,
beautiful.
that was kind of where.
Beautiful. And then jumping ahead many moons from now in winter, when we are neighbors for Glide on Grove, do you plan on doing a similar hand loadout with?
Yeah, but it will be easier with 8th Street.
Mhm.
Because then we can put more of the vendors closer to 8th. So
Cool.
then I don't think it'll be quite as much carting out.
Okay, cool. And then those portable toilets plan to leave in the fall/winter?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
October is when those will be out of there.
cool. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, Jason, we can connect on that outside of this meeting. So thank you.
Mhm.
I think that we're just working through it, and welcome back to 8th Street. And I can't wait to see you guys expand. So yeah, we'll see you this season.
Hello. Yes, I'm excited to see 8th Street get some love and activation, especially with our new intersection. So I'm really curious to see how that one goes. I think on slide 6, it looks like you show some accessibility symbols, and I imagine they're for the ramps, but I just wanted to check in with you.
This is 6.
I think it's 6. It shows the map. There we go. Yep.
This guy. And then what was your question?
The little human, the accessibility symbol.
Oh, yes, those little guys are for what is currently on the street.
Okay, perfect.
So I went
Like
down
the
and
little
measured,
ped
and
ramps.
everywhere where there is a ramp, I put a little thing so we knew where it
Okay.
was. And then there will be breaks in the booth where those ramps are going into the second floor of the Zion's building.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for that attention to
Yes.
detail. I don't have any other questions. Best of luck.
Cameo.
Good morning. I don't have any questions at this time either. Have a great event.
Thanks, Janelle. I see you've applied for your special events permit through Boise Fire, so thank you for that. Looks good to go. And we already discussed fire access offline, so just coordinate during the wintertime with the other events, the ice rink, and I think we'll be good to go. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. No questions from the police department.
Good morning. So great to see you guys. Thank you so much for the continued conversations. I know that we've met way before this and had some awesome discussions about stuff. Have everything we need. The only thing I am going to ask is in the EAP, I noticed the medical plan was still slightly being worked on. So if we could chat about that offline, that would be great. Other than that, we have everything and looking forward to you guys being back.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. I got your vendor list for now. You have a few people that will be added on later. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
we still have applications coming in.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
No problem. I have not looked at it yet, but I will get that reviewed and just let you know if we do have any questions or anything. So, but if you need anything else, let me know.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Thanks, you
we got
guys.
this. All right. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you having us.
All right. Before we break, just wanted to check in on Tree Fort as it's set to begin next week. And just wanted to quickly see if we're still waiting any approvals on that, Kelly, and if there's anything folks are waiting on from the event organizers.
Yeah, there's still a handful of things that are outstanding and sign-offs that are outstanding, but I think it's with everybody has hopefully what they need, but we could maybe just check on that right now if there is anything missing, so we know we can get that right away.
I just got what I needed this morning, so I'll be signing off here
Okay.
very shortly.
Thank you. I was just going to say the same thing. A few emails came in this morning, so we should have everything by the end of the day.
I'm just curious if any event layouts have been submitted for the Grove Plaza yet. They have,
Yeah,
are they uploaded?
yeah.
Okay.
And we have a walkthrough scheduled for that, or we're working on a walkthrough for that next week too.
I have what I needed and we're just working along with it. So
Okay.
we're doing fine.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's down to the
Yeah.
fine tuning the details.
Mhm.
And then Boise Brewing Tree Fort Street Party. Does everyone have what they need? They're just working through that too, or?
See, I should have put my reading glasses on. So that's what that says. Boise Brewing Tree Fort Street Party. Does everyone have what they need for that?
Hey Kelly, it's Cameo. I think that we're just kind of waiting. I haven't seen exactly what their medical plan, what they decided on. I believe, Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong, that they needed a minimal of a first aid with CPR personnel and an AED. I haven't seen that yet. And then on Tree Fort, the only thing that we need to ask is what that level of service is with the contract. It just says 2 EMS providers, but it didn't state whether it was BLS or ALS.
Okay. I saw both of those emails yesterday, so thank you for including me on those. If I can help push, clarify, schedule meetings or anything like that, just to make sure that that gets solidified, I'm happy to help.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
Also, so with your team's message to me, am I waiting for Colos to reach out?
And he is in a meeting this morning, not this one, unfortunately, but I have sent a couple of messages to him. So he was just working with the Tree Fort team on the waste management, specifically alcohol beverages for the Cyclops stage at the Grove Plaza. So I just asked him to connect with you to make sure that you guys were on the same page with what the event planner was supposed to do. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll just wait, but I don't have any other issues with Tree Fort.
okay. I sent him about 5 Teams messages this morning, so
Okay.
he should be up to date, but I'm happy to close the gap too if you guys need any assistance.
Okay, great. Thanks, Kelly.
Mhm.
Kelly, I'm in the process of reviewing their traffic control for the hall closure on Broad. I'm also waiting on their certificate of insurance.
And that was for Tree Fort themselves, not the Boise Brewing. Okay,
I've already approved Boise Brewing on our end.
oh, okay.
All right. Anything else?
I don't believe so.
Terrific. Thanks, everyone. I will not be here for our next meeting, so I will see you in April.